am I able to finance my captive premiums?
Yes. I mean, that's the simple answer. Many clients finance their traditional property casualty workers' comp liability insurance. So they may put down 20% and then finance the rest. So let's say your insurance premiums in the traditional market are $1 million. They put down 200, and then a finance company comes in and puts in the other 800, and then they pay it off over 10 months. So $80,000 a month for 10 months. There are companies that do that. We also have arrangements with premium finance companies to finance captive insurance premiums. So they can do the same basic structure and finance the insurance to their own insurance company.
Right. So you tend to see that, in the tail end of the year where the client may not be flush with cash, but this portfolio policies is important, and or they may have a better use of deployment of that cash. So if they go out and decide that borrowing at a 4% clip to be able to get the entire premium funded for that year makes sense, that arbitrage sometimes pencil out and they move forward with that.
And this is actually a pretty well-developed market now, where there's even a finance company out there. They'll finance the premiums. And historically, when you finance, historically they would take the finance dollars and they would put it into the captive, but it would be in a restricted account, subject to cash equivalents from an investment standpoint until you paid, until the insured paid the premiums in, and then at which time it got released and you could go invest it. But there's a finance company out there now that will even let you invest the finance dollars, within their kind of wholly owned subsidiary investment company, but earn a better rate of return, market rate of return, while the finance dollars are sitting there, which was surprising to me. From a risk standpoint, but again, very, very developed in the space, and they felt comfortable rolling that out as a feature. So, some good stuff you can do with that. The client also has, if you don't want to bring in the third party lender, there's also an ability to just do installment payments. Like some carriers in the traditional market will also do. They'll say, hey, you don't need to finance this. Just make 10 payments over the next 10 months and we're good to go. And you can set up similar arrangements for your captive, in that way.
Yeah, and to Jared's point, I mean, this premium finance for property casualty liability workers' comp is a very developed marketplace. There's a company, First Insurance Funding, that's been doing premium financing for traditional insurance for years and years and years. Large financial institution, and they are very comfortable financing captive insurance premiums.